Hello and welcome to Simple as That, where we show you simple but cost-effective ways of doing things. We are going to talk about water and some amazing stuff we can do with water. I mean, we all know we use water normally to wash, clean, cook, bath, drink, and to clean our system, like. But that's not the kind of cleaning I'm talking about. The kind of eternal cleaning I'm referring to is something more intriguing than just drinking water. So you stay tuned. I'll be back after this commercial break and you know exactly what I'm referring to. Welcome back from the commercial break. But before I continue, let me say thank you to my beautiful and amazing sponsors, Pogas Standard Furniture, Eden Tree Limited, and yes, mineral water, the Rose Fashions for my beautiful costumes, and Second Image Hair and Beauty Academy, making sure I look beautiful all the time. Have you heard about colon hydrotherapy or colon cleansing? When I first heard about this and also that it was available and done here in Ghana, I didn't believe it. So you know what? I decided to verify this for myself. And what I heard and saw was amazing. You just watch this. Now we decided to visit Wellnez, a weight loss and well-being center at East Legon near the Galaxy International School, to see Miss Alberta Kattah, a hydrotherapist and the CEO of the center, who we heard was doing some amazing stuff with water. I find myself with Alberta Kattah. Now you know Alberta is the CEO of Wellnez, and today we're talking about colon hydrotherapy. Alberta, what is colon hydrotherapy?
Thank you, Vera. Colon hydrotherapy is simply an internal bath of the colon. I just want to explain the processes from the time you put food into your mouth, what happens to it till it gets to the colon. That will give you an idea why we need colon hydrotherapy. Basically, when you put food into your mouth, it goes through to the stomach, and then the mixing is done there. The stomach will then send it to the small intestine, where absorption of nutrients and other things happen. After the small intestine has done its job, then it will bring all the baggage to the colon or the large intestine for it to shift, evacuate and eliminate. Now, depending on what you've been doing, i.e. your food intake, the type of foods that you eat, your lifestyle, whether you drink alcohol, whether you smoke, the environment you live in, the colon might not be able to do its job properly. So over time, you find that you're actually packing all that waste and you're not able to evacuate them properly. So this is where colon hydrotherapy actually helps. Once you're not able to eliminate regularly, you start having a lot of disorders, digestive disorders. Not being able to eliminate efficiently, maybe 2 times a day, has its own problems. There are a lot of digestive illnesses. For the sake of time, I can't go through them, but the few are constipation, allergies, skin problems, bad breath, loose stools, and a whole lot of other illnesses. So we actually use warm filtered water with a machine. You actually see it demonstrated to actually get rid of a lot of irritants, debris, toxins, and a lot of allergy triggers in your gut to make you feel very well.
I see. So how long has this been in existence?
It's actually been in existence since about 1500 BC. It was done in Egypt. The very first colon hydrotherapy was done in Egypt. Obviously, with the advancement of technology, different forms of machines have evolved. Therefore, it's much simpler now, but it's all parts of the world is being practiced, yes.
I see. So who can and who can't do colon hydrotherapy?
Okay, let's look at who can. If you're generally of good health and you don't have anything like cirrhosis of the liver, renal insufficiency, you're not pregnant, and a few others, then you can have it. Also, children under the age of 14 cannot have it. Would rather wait till you're 15, and you're more aware of yourself and your body before we can give you a colon hydrotherapy session.
Okay, I see. So are there types of colon hydrotherapy?
Yeah, there are several types. There's generally the gravity and the machine, the pressure.
Okay.
What we use is the pressure, as you will get it shown as well. You see demonstrated. It's very effective. It monitors the water temperature, the pressure, keeps an eye on the timer, and I can sense what's happening with the client because I'm there all the time. It's an amazing therapy. We have a lot of testimonials about it, and people generally have a good sense of well-being after it's done.
So since there are several types of it, and I don't have the machine at home, and I'm sure most of my viewers too don't, how do I do it at home? How do I, practice?
I mean, the colon hydrotherapy is based on the concept of the enema. However, this is the catch. The enema will only go as far as to the sigmoid colon, which is the lower end leading to the rectum. So for a small relief, you can use an enema. But if you want a deeper cleanse to go to the entire 32 inches of the colon, then you need either a gravity machine or a pressure machine to actually take the water all the way up. But for instant relief of constipation, you can definitely use your enema with warm filtered water close to your body's temperature.
I see. Okay. Wow. So viewers, you can practice this at home, and we'll go for a commercial break. When we come back, we'll see Alberta help us, see how colon hydrotherapy is done. So stay tuned. I'll be right back after this commercial break. Welcome back from the commercial break, viewers. Right now I'm still at Wellnez, where on here is going to have a colon hydrotherapy. Now, colon hydrotherapy could also mean like having your large intestines washed. So our dear friend Alberta here is going to demonstrate to us how that is done. Okay.
Like I explained earlier, we're just going to give Anne a good intestinal wash. Anne is doing this as part of a package. As we saw earlier, she had her body rubbed, and also she's on nutritional therapy. And also we're going to have her colon cleansed to achieve a great sense of well-being and to make sure that all her skin problems are sorted out. Okay. I'd like to introduce you to my machine. It's called the Toxygen machine. On my machine, I've got a temperature gauge. I've also got a thermometer here. I've got a pressure gauge, and I've got a timer. So it makes me know how long I'm working. The pressure gauge also lets me know how much pressure Anne will be taking, water pressure Anne will be taking, and to make me know whether I'm working within the safe limits of this corporation or my institute. Also, I have a waste control, so I can either stop the flow of the water in Anne or I can release it to go thoroughly. And then I can also use this to open up the water to match the pressure that I want. Okay, this is our disposable kit. It's not been used, and we ensure personal hygiene of our clients, so we use a disposable kit. It's a 2-piece kit speculum. As you can see, it's never been used. So for the first time, I'm going to cut it open.
All right.
Okay, I've got a bin here which you can use. Okay, so that comes out. This is what's in my kit. This is for the waste. Remember what I said earlier, that one tube sends the waste out. This is the waste pipe. And this is what sends the water into Anne. So this is the inlet pipe. I'm actually going to use this one to insert Anne through the rectum, through the anus, and then I'm going to attach these pipes on. So that's how it's going to be done. Okay. So before I do anything, I need to pop into gloves. Okay. Always work with gloves to ensure your own hygiene and the client's hygiene. Okay. And then I'm going to attach my pipes onto my machine. Okay. I also cut this one open. The only one I can attach onto here right now would be the inlet pipe.
Okay, so you do one at a time?
Yes. Okay. And then I'm actually going to insert this one with lubrication in Aunt's anus.
Okay.
And then we can start running the water.
Okay. Now I must admit that up till this point I was a little apprehensive, but this was quickly dispelled as I watched with interest and admiration as Alberta skillfully went about her job.
So we go up, across and down. Up, across and down. Do you want to give it a go?
Yes.
Okay. So up, across and down.
Okay.
So it's like that. We work together. Up, across and down. Up, across and down.
It was amazing seeing some black stuff being washed out from Anne's system. But the raw stuff is yet to come.
So after using this one for a bit, I also tend to use my hand so that I can feel whether we have gas, whether there are any gets, and then I can drive them down. So you use both manual and a massager.
About 15 to 20 minutes later, the real stuff began to swim out.
All these are stools that have been there, dislodged, and are waiting to come out. Okay. I mean, Anne has a relatively flat stomach.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to think that all of these are still stuck in there from some time back.
So amazing.
It is. Also, from the color of the stools, you can actually guide a client on whether they're eating well or what to add to their So colon hydrotherapy actually gets you looking at your health once again and your lifestyle and your eating habits, so that you think more carefully about the whole process from the time you put the food into your mouth till it finishes. And also this visualization of it, you see it all visual.
Okay.
So does it
flush out germs too? Germs and
bacteria, you mean? Yeah. You have a good and bad bacteria in your gut, but when the gut is dominated by bad bacteria, that's when you tend to have a lot of digestive problems like constipation, allergies, acid reflux, irritable bowel syndrome, and all sorts.
So how do you tell that everything has come out?
Well, for starters, there's only so long we can fill a client with water for. The maximum is about 65 minutes. After that time, whether or not we've removed everything, we have to leave it for another day. Because otherwise the brain might kick in, thinking that there's an emergency happening there. And then you might just not want to, you might not feel energetic. So after 60 minutes, we leave it. But after a couple of fills close to the end, and you're not getting anything, it means that you probably cleansed that part of the colon very well. And you can leave that for another day.
Anne agreed to grant us a chat about her herbal and colon cleansing experiences. Okay viewers, I know you remember the colon hydrotherapy demonstration we've had with Anne, and right now I have Anne with me. We're gonna interact and find out how she felt during the demonstration and how she's feeling now. So Anne, tell me, how was it like lying on a bed and having warm water run through you?
It was very normal. I thought I was going to feel discomfort, but it was very normal and I was very calm.
Alright, so there wasn't any point at which you felt any discomfort?
Oh yes, during the colonic I felt a little bit of cramp, but when I told Alberta, she said that's because I was going, and it was amazing seeing my stool coming out of the machine like that.
Okay, so tell me one thing, on how are you feeling now?
I feel very relaxed. I could go to bed now.
Okay.
It was very calm for me. I was so relaxed. And it was a good
So what would you tell viewers at home watching us? Now, you know, they've seen you do it, so they want to know. Would you encourage them to come and do it?
Definitely. I have another one for my next appointment, and I'm definitely coming for it. It's a good thing. It's amazing the amount of waste that comes out of you through the colonic, and I would advise anybody who has the time and resource to try it. The person will benefit a lot from it.
You know, earlier on, and you were telling me that, you know, after seeing all the stew and all the, you know, undigested food come out, you're going to be careful of what you eat.
Yes, definitely, because I realized that most of the food that was coming out was undigested. That means I don't chew properly. So I'm going to take my time with my chewing and also watch what I eat.
Okay, all right. Okay, well, viewers, you heard it all for yourself. And like they say, if the crocodile comes from under the water to tell you that whoever is dead, I don't know. Yeah, believe it. And here has said so much to us, and I know that you come to Wellnez, have your herbal body wrap, and also colon hydrotherapy. So stay tuned. Interesting, wasn't it? I was really educated and intrigued by this, and I believe that this is one of the therapies you and I can do every now and then to avoid much more complex problems later. It's as simple as that. Anyway, let me go for the show's week tip. Stay tuned. Now the week's tips. If you're suffering from a throbbing headache, take a piece of lime, cut it into two, rub it on your forehead, and the throbbing will go away. 2. You know how the kitchen trash can smell? Well, if you want to get rid of the smell from the kitchen trash, take a lime or lemon, cut it into two, place it in the kitchen trash, and the smell will go away until you find the time to get rid of the whole thing. That will be that for the tips for the week. I have to go when I least want to. But hey, I'll be back next week with something more interesting and intriguing. The name of the program is simple as that, and I am very clear to be Hey, don't forget, water is life. Live long. Adios.